Good morning, students. Let us have one recorded lecture today from our syllabus, and the topic is Human Development Index (HDI). Students, we are aware about concept of economic development, which is broadly considered as economic growth in the country plus qualitative change in your economy. That qualitative change could be in terms of good roads, railway, ports, airports, other infrastructure, communication, qualitative education, more learning, more healthcare. That could be treated as the development. But, dear friends, what is more important is a human development, which can be perceived as a condition that enlarges people's choices for enjoying a long, healthy, and creative life. Dear friends, we must know a little history of the Human Development Index, a separate body of United Nations Development Program (UNDP), first incorporated the Human Development Index in the report, Human Development Report published in the year 1990. And these three are the founding fathers of the Human Development Index. Amartya Sen, a Nobel laureate from India, Haq, a noted economist from Pakistan, and Meghnad Desai, again person of Indian origin, POI. We feel proud about their contributions. What is the scenario as far as Human Development Index worldwide is concerned? Students, you can understand that this is the entire map of the world, and the countries which are shaded with green, light green, or dark green, entire America, Canada, entire Europe, Australia, New Zealand, even some of the countries like Japan and all, they are highly human developed countries. Whereas Russia, some other countries, some other countries in South America, they are again better countries. But the worst scenario can be found as far as African nations are concerned, and even Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, that region. So the Human Development Report is published every year, and you can go on this link, that is report.hdr.undp.org, and you can have access and more information regarding the latest Human Development Report. The report for the year 2020 indicates that Norway, with the value of Human Development Index of 0.957, ranked first in the world, followed by Ireland at second rank 0.955. Third rank is with Switzerland 0.955. India is not in first 140. Moving ahead, we must be clear about meaning and calculation of the Human Development Index. Dear friends, there are three important choices which are more important for the long, healthy, and decent life, namely life expectancy at birth, which will determine the long, healthy life. Expected years of schooling will determine the standard of education, and gross national income per person per capita will determine the ability to enjoy a decency as far as life is concerned and decent standard of living. So there are three parameters: health, which will determine the long and healthy life; education, Second aspect will determine the expected years of schooling and quality of education. And then the third is standard of living determined by the per capita income. So this triangle is important. Three aspects: health, education, and standard of living, which will determine the level and the quality of human development in that country. Okay, how the human development is measured. So one has to dwell upon the three sub indices like life expectancy index, the education index, and the gross national income index. So these three dimension index are calculated, indices are calculated by considering the actual value of every index minus the minimum value of that index divided by maximum value minus the minimum value. Friends, human development index is a geometric mean of three dimension indices. So 3 root life expectancy index, education index, and gross national income index. So these three are taken into account for measuring the human development and calculating human development. Please keep in mind, friends, that human development index value always lies between 0 and 1. If you're close to 0, then it indicates the worst as far as human development is concerned. Whereas if you're close to 1, that shows that you're much advanced as far as human development index are concerned. More about human development in my next lecture. Thank you very much for patient listening.